Hi Lisa, I could have sworn I had to become somebody just to be here. I judged others and now I judge myself. One time I made fun of someone for being on welfare, now I am. It's just like, man, this whole thing was I had to become someone. I can't believe that we're all enough. Seems insane. There are no losers and there are no winners. Could you say something about this? Sure. But Jin, just let me ask you. Like, I'm sorry if this hurts you. Like, I don't mean to hurt anyone when I say things. But why do you want to know me to speak about there's no winners and losers? Like when you started off by saying, I used to make fun of people being on welfare, or I made fun of someone for being on welfare and now I am. Now you are. And then you say you want me to speak about there's no winners and losers. Is that a comfort to you on the personality level, hearing about that? There's nothing wrong with it being a comfort to you, but just acknowledge it for what it is. Like it comforts that part in you that now might feel like a loser for being on welfare. I didn't know you guys had really welfare in America. Or that much welfare. I know you have a certain amount, but so is it, so just feel that in your body. So that might be really like painful for me to ask that, and I apologize for if it is, but just see in your body, because it's better that we actually deal with what's there. So if you feel like you're a loser at the moment, at this moment in time, acknowledging where you feel that in your body, rather than me giving you sweeties like yeah, it's so sad, but ig uses if someone else could accept it for me. It would be easier for me just accepting it myself. I didn't understand IG, what that means, but IG uses if someone else could accept for me, it would be easier for just accepting it myself. So yeah, so just feel that feeling. We all have it. I don't think I need to become a winner. I think that being a winner is just comparing yourself to losers. Like we are pitted against each other. Like it's just a game. Does this make sense? You're not really answering. Yeah, that's going off again. Like being existential about it rather than staying with what you feel. So what is it that you feel in your body? And where do you feel it? Do you want to speak about this? Or is it you'd prefer to write about it? Like where do you feel that feeling of being the loser? Like I am a loser, and everybody has it. It comes throughout the day and goes. I am a loser. I've failed. I can't do it. Nobody will love me. I made a mistake. Where do you feel it? Embarrassment in my chest and throat and stomach. So that's great. So just stay with that. Like just, you recognize your feeling. So just stay with the discomfort of that. So now this is being honest. So screw the existential stuff. There is no losers. There is no winners. We just compare each other. Screw all that and let's just get real about that feeling. So in your stomach, your chest, and your throat, you feel embarrassment. So just feel all that tension. So just feel it and just speak it out if you can to yourself. Like, I'm a loser, I've failed, everyone thinks I'm rubbish, I can't do anything, I'm stuck, I'm a failure, I'm never going to make it. So just feel that. Just totally embrace it and know that everybody has these feelings, that these are part of the chakras. And when the chakra is in the negative, everyone, including myself, can have these feelings. Maybe not exactly the same way you do, but feelings of doing things wrong, feelings of failing at something. It's part of the chakras, and everybody's chakra goes from positive to negative. And what you want to do in your everyday life is to get it as balanced as possible. So it's just responding to what's happening in the moment rather than being stuck in really tight motions a lot of the time. And the reason they get stuck, your chakras, in tight emotions, is because you're telling yourself a mental story in your mind. So it's just recognizing what's happening. And then when you've done that, so you can go away and you can listen to this back and you can work on it on yourself, you want to then see the chakras in the positive. So then you want to ask yourself what you want, which is basically will be the chakras in the positive. Like, it's not that complicated. I spent my whole life trying to impress others. I can't believe who I am. Thank you. So yeah, I understand that. So you've got all these thoughts with these feelings and you can go through it and you can spend time like exploring it. So then once you've explored it and you understand it, you want to move them into the positive. So the way you do that is that, like the chakras all have similar negativities when you get down to the base of your thoughts or your feelings about something. So like the chakras have these negative ideas in them, they also have these positive ideas in them. So let me go through these two. So in these three. So in the solar plexus, in its negative, it's I can't do something, I'm helpless, I'm stuck, I'm a failure, I'm never going to make it. Frustration, anger, hopelessness, depression. And then it's positive, it is action, the feeling like you can choose, the feeling like you have hope, the feeling that you want to do things, feeling like there's infinite possibilities. In your heart area, it's in the positive, it's love, feeling like you fit in with the group, feeling like you're part of the group, feeling that other people appreciate your work, feeling like you have something to give to the group, feeling that other people will accept you and like you. And in its negative is feeling like you've got nothing to give, feeling unloved, feeling abandoned, feeling like you won't be accepted, that you're an outcast, that you'll be abandoned in the streets alone or kicked out of the group. And then your throat is the ability to express your emotions. So if you feel helpless or stuck, it's this ability to be able to express that, to be able to change something, the ability to be able to talk about your feelings, to acknowledge your feelings, to communicate your feelings, feeling heard, feeling validated. Sorry, I just did the negative and the positive together there. So in the negative, it's feeling like you can't speak, like no one will listen to you, you can't express your emotions, that you're not worthy to express your emotions, you can't ask for what you want, you don't know what you want, you're not going to get what you want. It's basically about expression. And then on the stuck side, it's feeling, on the positive side, it's feeling like you can get what you want, you can express it, you can ask for what you want, you will be heard, and you know what you feel, and you are allowed to express yourself, like other people won't judge you for expressing your emotions or your opinions or your feelings. So that's those chakras. So once you've acknowledged what the negative is, the negative vibration that you're having in those chakras, you then want to, you can stay with that feeling. You can even do some exercises to try and shift it, some breathing exercises, some yoga exercises, physical exercise like dance, listening to music to try and shift the energy a little bit. But then you want to put them in the positive. So at the moment you've got a negative self-image because you're on welfare, and I'm sure this was most probably a tendency for you but you want to try and put it in the positive way. So like, I do have something to offer, I can do it, I can get a job, I can earn money, I can be successful, I can get what I want, I can do it, I have got gifts to offer, I have got talent, I will be successful. And then the heart area, it's this place of giving. It's feeling like you've got something to give, feeling like you are loved, feeling like you're supported, feeling like other people receive your gift and love your gift and enjoy your gifts, as in work, what you want to offer. And then in the throat area, it's the ability to express that. So feeling like you can express and you can ask for what you want. And then it's asking what it is you want. And spiritual people try to deny what it is they want, but what you do want on the human level is you do want to work, you do want to contribute to society, and you do want to be part of a group. And work is being part of the group. Like, we do want to share our skills. We might not want to do the job we're currently doing, but we're creative beings. We want to create something. So all this stuff about competition to me is like, yeah, that's good to understand that and see that in society, like, we're all put in competition and to compete against each other and who's better and this ego level. But then once you've acknowledged all of that, that yeah, society's competing and the way that we brought up always in competition isn't the right way to bring up. Like, we compete, but in a really positive way, where we compete as a team, as a society, as a group. And it's not so much about winner or loser, it's about giving your gifts and giving to society. Yes, that is a better way to be brought up, but screw that, that's not the point. What you want to come back to is what it is you want, and then the story that you're telling yourself, and recognizing those feelings and trying to transform those feelings. And seeing that who you think yourself to be is just a product of the system of being human. It's your chakras being off balance, it's society having had an effect, it's your current situation and having a low self-esteem at this moment in time, and then it produces a story of you, and you're always trying to repeat this story of you, whereas what I'm pointing to is just something very practical that's happening in the moment that's completely impersonal. And all of us have this. When something goes wrong, all of our chakras go into the negative, and then it's moving them into the positive. From the non-dual perspective, so if we now look at non-duality, like in order to heal ourselves, in a way, we need to know who we are, because we need to realize that that character, that person, isn't who we are. Who we are now is the experiencer, this infinite space in which everything's appearing in. And in that, a character appears with these feelings and with these setups, which is, it's very similar to other characters. Everyone's very unique and special in their own right, but at the same time we've all got this same setup, the way that we're made, and seeing the impersonality of it, that the chakra goes off system, and it's not so personal that you're on welfare, it's just the current state of affairs, and you can use that to help grow you, or you can use it to help crush you. And telling yourself negative stories about how society is always about competition and this and that, that's not going to help you. What's going to help you is recognizing what you feel and putting it into a positive vibration. And then on the ultimate level, realizing that none of that is you at all. None of it. Who you are is this infinite space, and that's your freedom, that's your absolute freedom. And on the human level, it's like moving the human into a more pleasurable, more balanced way of being, and seeing that that's not you, all these thoughts that come up. Like, who is this person that's competing against another?